Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would share with you guys how I decorate my outgoing swap packages. So I have already wrapped every present and put them in their little treat bags, so all I have to do is decorate it. So if you want to see how I do that, just keep watching. So for this one I used a few different wrapping papers and a few different colors. So it turned out to be very colorful, which I love. So for this first one I used this striped paper. I think I got this one from Marshall's, and then I just layered two scraps like that, and then I used that little banner piece from Crepe Paper Heart Day that says I like you lots, and then I just glued down that little piece right there, the chipboard, and that's number one. So for number two I used some pattern paper and I just made a little treat bag kind of thing, and I sewed it on the top and the bottom because I've been really into sewing now. I think it gives it a really nice look, and I just layered these two hearts. So one of them I used foam tape, and the other one I just used hot glue to give it some more dimension. And then I used this gold glitter piece that's from Maggie Holmes' Carousel, I think, the ephemera pack. I might be wrong, that might be from Crepe Paper Main Squeeze, I'm not even sure. But that's pretty much it for that one. So super simple yet super cute. So you don't have to do too much to make it look cute. Then this is a different wrapping paper. This one was from Michael's, and it's super cute. It's just like a little flower shop kind of thing. But it is, since it's so busy, it's really hard to decorate. So usually what I do is I add something to separate the background of the paper to whatever else I'm putting on top. So either that be a piece of pattern paper or crepe paper, whatever works for you. In this case I use crepe paper, a white one. So I just put some glue on the package and I laid it right on there, and I just crinkled it. That's pretty much it. It's super easy, super fast. It'll take you like 3 seconds. And that will give you a nice separation between the background and the decorations you're using, just so it doesn't look like it all blends together, if that makes any sense. And then I'm just adding this little pink ephemera piece on top, and that's it for that one. Then for this one I used a treat bag. This is from Target around the holiday, the Valentine's Day holiday. I got that. And for this one I'm using this pattern paper. I think, yeah, I used this gold bow. That bow is from American Crafts, I believe. I'm not really sure. And then I just glued it right onto the treat bag. And now I'm just gonna add a little bit of decoration. For this one I added this little tag because it had that dark blue that was in the treat bag, so I think it goes really well together. And that's pretty much it for this one. Now to add a little bit more interest, I'm just gonna fringe the bottom using my fringing scissors from I believe Michael's. I got it at Michael's, I believe. But you don't have to have that. You can just make that with your regular scissors. Now this package had that pattern paper again, that wrapping paper with the really cute background. So I decided to add this crepe paper again to soften the look and to separate my embellishments from the packaging. And for this one I decided to do a double layer of the crepe paper, and I really like how that ended up looking because it just gives it a little bit more detailing, and it's not as sheer as just one layer. So yeah, I really like how that looks. And I also like when I do the crepe paper thing in my sewing machine first. So it has like a sew line in the middle, but I didn't do that for this one, but I really like how that looks, so I do that sometimes. Now I'm just gonna add this pink tag. And now I'm just trying to figure out what I want to put on top. So I went with this tag from the same collection, and to tie it together I'm gonna use this twine that Shara sent me in her packaging. It's beautiful, it's like rose gold, really pretty. So I'm just using that to attach them both, and I made a bow, and then I'm just gonna hot glue it right onto the packaging. And I always use hot glue for my swaps because everything else just falls apart in the mail, because you know it's really hot in some states and it's really cold in others. So that's the reason why I always use hot glue. I know it makes it a little harder to take out the stuff and reuse it, but it's still reusable, and I just don't want my packages to fall apart in the mail. So yeah, that's why I use hot glue all the time. I also don't have patience to wait for glue to dry. So anyway, so now I'm just adding the numbers to the packages I've done so far. I'm actually reusing the numbers from my previous swaps that I received, just so they don't go to waste. And I'm just putting a little bit of hot glue in each one so they don't come apart, because they don't adhere very well since I'm reusing them. So yeah, and I'm using these gold ones. I think they're from a crepe paper collection. I'm not really sure, but I know you can find them at Michael's for like $5. So yeah, they're like my favorite thickers ever, and they do stick very well. These don't stick because I'm reusing them, and you know, they lost their tackiness, but when you first use them they stick very well, so I definitely recommend them. So here I'm just adding the same crepe paper technique and this ephemera piece that's really cute. It's like a little pineapple. Then I add some word stickers from the crepe paper Hello Love collection, and I think it says Happy Valentine's Day. Can't really read right now. Yeah, it says Happy Valentine's Day. Then I'm trying to figure out something to add there because it just looks plain, and I wanted to add something else, so I went with this heart. It's like a pink and glitter heart. So I just added that and the word phrase on top. Not the word phrase, the phrase sticker on top. And I think that's pretty much for that one. Just gonna add the number, and I'm pretty much done with that. I really like how this one came out too. It's like my favorite colors together. It's so pretty, and it just looks so girly. So that was kind of like the thing I was going for with this swap. I've been kind of just doing like all pink swaps, but this one I wanted to do a very colorful. So lots of blues and pinks, and just make it like more colorful rather than just pink. So yeah, anyways, so now I'm just gonna decorate this pillow box. So I just used this little piece of scrap and I fringed the bottom, and I just hot glued it right onto the box. And then I'm just gonna embellish it a little bit. I really like these pillow boxes. They're from Hobby Lobby, and I think it's $2.99 for a pack of 3, I think, but they're usually on sale for half off. So yeah, and these are usually by like, you know, like where the planners are, they're usually in that aisle, so that's where I get them from. So I'm just gonna add this little ephemera piece that says main squeeze, and then I'm just gonna add the number, and that's pretty much it for this one. I just add this little gold heart. I think it's like a sequin. It came in one of the ephemera packs, so that's it for that one. Then I'm gonna do this one that has the busy background again, and I really love this wrapping paper. It kind of makes me sad to use it. I want to fussy cut some of those little flower shops out and use them as ephemera. This was a wrapping paper from Michael's, like I think last year maybe, their spring collection, and I only bought one. I wish I had bought more because I'm running out, and it's like one of my favorites, and it's super springy and just super cute. So I just added a piece of blue paper with white polka dots, and I added gold glitter heart and then this little heart because it goes perfect with the wrapping paper. It's like the perfect colors. And this ephemera piece, which is also the same colors as the wrapping paper. Now I'm just gonna add the number, and that's pretty much it for this one. Then this one is really cute, in my opinion. I used pattern paper. I used crepe paper, kiss kiss, one of the pattern papers, and I sewed the top and the bottom, so it kind of makes like a goodie bag, I guess. And then I'm just adding these petals from Maggie Holmes Flourish, and this floral piece also from Maggie Holmes Flourish. And then I add this little ephemera piece that says love you from the crepe paper main squeeze, and I really like how that turned out. That might be my favorite. I just love Maggie Holmes florals. Like, she knows how to make the perfect floral piece, and I'm just obsessed. So just added the number, and that's it for that one. Then another one using that wrapping paper. I know I used it a lot for this package, but I just really like it, and it went really well with my color scheme. So I was thinking about using some ribbon, but it wasn't really matching the whole thing that I was going for, because when I do these swaps, I like lay the ones that I finished in front of me, so I like it to be cohesive and matching. I don't like for my swaps to just be like all over the place, so I like to use like matching pieces. Anyways, so here I'm using another scrap piece of paper, and I fringed it again just to keep like a consistent thing throughout the package. Like, I used fringing, and I used those gold foil sequins, the hearts. So it just keeps it like flowing, and it keeps it cohesive. So that's what I like to do. Now I'm just embellishing it, and I'm totally out of frame. I'm so sorry, you guys. Sometimes I forget that I'm recording. Happens quite often, so sorry about that. So here I'm using some chipboard pieces from the collection and some word stickers from the Hello Love. And I think that's it for that one. I just add the number. Yeah. So that one's not my favorite, but I was running out of ideas. So yeah. So I'm just adding it with hot glue so it doesn't fall apart. And I think I'm done with that. So next is this one, which is really colorful. This wrapping paper, I got it from TJ Maxx, I believe. TJ Maxx or Marshall's, one of those. And I'm just adding this little chipboard tag from the crepe paper main squeeze collection, and then I'm adding the number and just another chipboard piece on the bottom, and that's pretty much it for that one. Next, I'm gonna decorate this little treat bag. It says something in the middle, but I wanted to cover it up because I don't really like the font, so I just covered it up with the bow. And again, totally out of frame. I'm so sorry. I really should put like some marks on my table so this doesn't happen. I will do that next time, you guys. I am still learning. Anyways, so what else do I add? I can't really see. Oh, I'm just adding the numbers. I think this is number 12. And that's it for that one. I'm sorry that you guys didn't even see it. But I will post a picture on the end. So this one is a gold glitter tree bag that I got from a swap and from Shara. And I'm just adding this little heart and the little ephemera piece. It's really cute. Now I'm just gluing the bag shut because it was coming undone, so that's what I'm doing here. And I think that's it for that one. I just added the number. I think this is number 13. Yeah. So we're almost done. So now let's move on to the last one. I use this colorful paper again. That one is also one of my favorites. I just love the colors together. They just make me happy. So I'm using this piece of paper again and just gluing it down. And then I'm just decorating it. I'm using this ephemera piece. I know I used it before, but I really like it, so I'm gonna add it again. And then I add the cute pineapple, but I'm gonna use some foam so it stands out a little bit more. I really like that pineapple. It's so freaking cute. So yeah, now I'm pretty much done. I'm just gonna show you guys some close-ups of every single package, and then I'm gonna show you guys how I packaged it up, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.